Welcome back to the Black Basterd Video Podcast. It's your host, Max Road, the video hunting shark, rewinding tapes, checking out trailers, and getting rid of those videos we no longer want nor need. Yes, that's what we usually do. We do all those three things, but today we're not going to do any. That's just my intro. I like to say it, you know? It's something I say before I kill a man. Magnum Force. We're going to do a little show and tell. Let's make sure the video's in there. I'm sure it is. I got screwed this weekend. I got returned to Jafar. Return of Jafar, excuse me. When I should have got a compilation of cartoons. Check your VHS tapes. You know what it is when I'm out there hunting and filming, I get caught up in the frenzy. And I forget to check to see if the actual tape is in there. I operate on faith alone, and sometimes faith can let you down. All right, so let's try to get out of let's try to go through. Yeah, we're gonna go through clams, but let's start with some of the greatest clams ever, and that is the Warner Brothers clams, starting with Magnum Force. I'm gonna keep everything. You don't have to worry about me heaping. It's all keepers. If you guys been watching my other podcast, Hella Wired video podcast, you know I have the laser disc of vacation. It's alive. It's newborn. It's alive. And murder is what it knows best. Let me scoot it in a little bit. We got Death Wish Part 2. On Death Wish on Laserdisc. I'd much rather have it on VHS. We got Mean Streets. You'd be hard pressed to find a Warner Home Video VHS clam that the artwork isn't, just cool. This is most certainly cool. I have the laser disc to match. It's strictly this image and this image alone. So it's the end of the summer, and I've been holding off on watching this film. I watch it every summer, at the end of the summer. And that's Point Break. I'm watching on Laserdisc, and you're watching on VHS. The original You Mad. No one else had ever said that in film before Johnny Utah. You guys hold on for a moment. I'm down to my last AAA battery, so I gotta swap them between 3 remotes. The main TV, the Laserdisc TV, and the Laserdisc. All right, let me turn this down just a little bit. All right. All right, let me slow down on the Warner Brothers, okay? Let's swing over to something miscellaneous. The Gumby movie. This movie's pretty trippy. I think I might have been under the influence when I watched this about a year and a half ago. And it starts off just visual candy. This might be a heap right here. I've owned this for quite some time and have yet to watch it. El Porto de los Seven Vicious. The Port of the Seven Vicious. Maybe it's Victors. Vicious. Oh, Vices. The Port of the Seven Vices. Good old Cappy. You know, I'm at the point in collecting where I don't really collect garbage tapes anymore. I just won't do it. You know, when you first get into VHS, Laserdisc, whatever format is you're choosing, you just like, I want everything. Okay, I want to know how everything looks on this format, right? And in doing so, you end up building up a collection of pure junk. Hey, rest in peace to this kid. He didn't make it long in life. I think he got into drugs. He's also featured in Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. This pink board piece of. What are you doing? Show us the tapes. You're showing us the tapes, and you stop showing us the tapes. I'm adjusting my screen setting. It's not the best way to watch a movie as such, but I'm going full screen. I want to get as much of the picture as possible. All right, continue on with our miscellaneous. We have weight control. I would never get rid of this because my young brother, my actual blood brother, he was there the day I got this, and it's a great memory. Because my brother is not into collecting VHS tapes, but he went along with me that day, and with no protest, he's just hanging out with his brother, and it was a great day, man. It was a great day. AC/DC. Let There Be Rock. One of the greatest rock documentaries ever. I haven't seen many, but for the few rock docs I have, that's definitely up there. This movie sucks. Back to the Warner Brothers. This cover sucks. Nah, it doesn't. I got it because of the boombox on there. But the movie is actually just, it's a headache to watch. I'll never watch it again. The Ballad of Cable Hogue. Turn it down a little bit again. Alright, this is a funny cover. This might be a crappy one. How can I say? It doesn't look... It's not crappy because it's retro. But if you really were to judge it, you're like, yeah, this is pretty crappy. It's pretty lame. But since it's retro, it looks good. It really looks silly. Just George Burns with a taxi driver hat on. I had a friend of mine, I mentioned him on the last podcast, the movie buff Andrew. It's the first time I ever seen anything like this. I thought it was very weird. He used to have cardboard standees of, it's like, where did he get these from? He had JFK. Yeah, we had a standout cutout of JFK in his room, and I can't remember the others, man. Yeah, JFK. It's weird. And he had George Burns with his hand in his pocket. If I find the image of it, I'll place it right here. Yeah, that's so weird. We'd hang out with JFK and George Burns and smoke copious amounts of marijuana. Switching over to Disney right now with Black Cauldron. The Black Cauldron. I want to try to do podcast episodes more frequently. They won't be as long as I used to. I would go on for like an hour. But I'm going to try to keep them nice and sweet, from as short as 15 minutes to as long as 30. Anything beyond that, my interest starts to wane first. Interested in filming the podcast, and your attention span may wane. So I'm just going to keep them short and sweet. Lady and the Tramp. Lady is the Tramp, if you ask me. If you're an avid fan of Max Road, I got this out thrifting maybe a month ago. I'm contemplating returning to community thrift today, where I found that. I like to go at least once every 2 weeks. It's not in the safest area. So I'm kind of apprehensive on checking it out. We got the classics. Black Diamond, Alice. That one's cool, right? That cover's cool. In my opinion, this cover is cooler. Similar to Alice, falling white rabbit is down a hole, and now she's falling. I said she's falling for an a-hole with an 8-inch and an 8-ball of yayo. That's a little dirty rap I wrote. I usually don't like these monkey movies. I really don't. I like this movie, and I like 12 Monkeys. That's it. When it comes to the monkeys, I especially don't like the Monkeys, the group. This is early collecting days where I'd get practically anything on VHS, especially with the old Warner Brothers. I've never been compelled to watch this. It's just not my bag, babe. The Little Drummer Girl, just army movies, any of that stuff. Diane Keaton, anything that Diane Keaton's in, I don't want to watch. But yeah. I love this cover. The movie's good too. We got Caddyshack. I like to start my summer off with Caddyshack. 2 Bill Murray movies I start my summer off with. That's Meatballs and Caddyshack. Let's go with Miscellaneous. Gregory's Girl. Great flick. I'd watch this in what time of year would you watch a movie like this? I'd say March, April. Yeah, April, because spring is in the air, right? Yeah. That's when most hookups happen, or when you first when you fall in love, springtime. So Gregory is on the lookout for a girl in that movie. This is possibly my first of 20 VHSs. I had this in my collection since 2018. Great movie. It's not about saving the best for last, So I'm going to show you a couple hitters back to back. This is a hitter in my eyes. You can say what you want about Superman 3. I personally love it. I'm not one to really psychoanalyze films and ask for more than what they gave me. We got a Clockwork Orange. There's a Warner home video of a Clockwork that is a grill, super grill. Yeah. There's some VHS tapes out there that it's just like, I'm never going to find them. It's never going to happen. What I am going to find are these right here. These are so boring. Even if the film is good, this package is just grandpa tapes. We got Night of the Hunter, and I love this movie. But it's this packaging that's uninspiring. I don't even want to watch the movie. We got love this movie. One of my favorites. Time Machine. I have a special edition of this. And Marty McFly and the DeLorean are featured in it. Like, Michael J. Fox does like a small little, like 10-minute kind of in character of Marty McFly. Talking about time travel. He looks like he's on the heels of filming Back to the Future. Like, yeah. It's like they were promoting Back to the Future at the time. Tara's Bubba. Yeah. The only reason I got this is to continue on having these, they look like books, basically. So yeah. Like, once you start collecting, once you get to 2, you're like, all right, anytime I see these out there, I'm going to get them, even if I don't like the movie. Just to try to complete the collection. I don't know how many of those they made. Probably 1,000. All right. These are the ones that are really hard to find. These Kiddios. What's it called? Excuse me. Videos for kids, but Oh, how generic is this? Very. This movie starts off in Coit Tower. He's at school, and then he walks across the whole city for like, it feels like 5 minutes as the credits pop in and out. It takes him a long while to get to school. I relate to that. I'm from San Francisco, and it used to take me an hour and a half to get to school. Travel from one side of SF to the other. Actually, outside of SF, across SF, all the way to the beach to go to school when I was like 8 years old, by myself. This is a recent pickup. Frank and Ollie. What do you call it? There's so many cartoons, animated films that wouldn't exist without Frank and Ollie. Lady and the Tramp, Bambi, The Jungle Book. I don't think they had a hand on, what's that called? No, I could be wrong. I think they had a hand on the first film. What's that? Snow White? Yeah, I think it's Frank and Ollie who drew Snow White. It's pretty cool. I've loved this movie since like 1985 when it first came out, right? They had action figures at McDonald's, and it's the earliest recollection I have of having McDonald's. Yeah, back in 1985. Back when McDonald's tasted like McDonald's. Now I don't know what that stuff is. We got bed knobs and broomsticks 2 times over. I got a lot of clamshells, and I don't even like clamshells. I've passed up on so many clamshells over the years because they just don't have the feels. They don't have the feel I want when I reach for a video. But the clamps deserve love too, man. Who am I to judge? We got Steve Martin. Been planning on watching this for the longest. I'd watch The Jerk, and then I'll throw this on afterwards. If I was a double feature life. I'm teaching myself German. Have Mike und es begann mit einer Nachwahl. I'm not kidding. I have a book on German phrases. I just started reading it though, so I can't translate that. But I'm recognizing the text. I'm recognizing it. I just don't know what it's saying. But soon I will. Not soon. It's probably going to take me like 4 years to learn German, but I'm trying. I talked to a lot of German people at one of my jobs. German ladies, in fact. We got the Goonies. I have this on Laserdisc, not the one that everybody wants, which is this image across the whole jacket. I have the Warner Brothers, basically the one that has the lines on the side, you know. So yeah, definitely on the lookout for the Goonies Laserdisc at a fair price, not $400. I sold this for $5 when I was in the process of getting rid of my VHS collection. Obviously, I changed my mind, and I was able to find that about a year after selling it for $5. Me and my mom used to watch this when I was a kid, of unknown origin. Along with Vision Quest, this is also one of my earliest VHS tapes. Great back-to-back, Vision Quest into this, or vice versa. Personal best. This movie's so strange. I have a slip sleeve of this. It's a special edition. It's not special edition, it's just a family feature. Double feature, you could watch this into Inner Space. Another Alice in Wonderland. Live action. This movie will give you a headache. We got Escape from New York. This is just one of those tapes I'll never sell. Alright. Another Alice in Wonderland live action. This has a series of trailers on it that I wish I could show you. Maybe one day I will. If I can find those trailers online, we'll sit back and watch those trailers together. We got Cujo. Weird part about this tape is it says beta right there on the side. This is not a beta max tape. It's the real deal VHS. This is one of my favorites to watch around Halloween. Good old Archie. This is a custom made tape by Mark, the Ultimate Video Hunter of Ultimate Home Video, of Haunted House. I saw it in theaters. I've yet to actually watch this on tape. I keep telling myself every Halloween season to watch this, and this year I promise I will. As usual, the Ultimate Video Hunter did an excellent job. Every time I see Gulliver's Travel out there, I get it. I just bought a special edition one that featured a featurette at the end. I bought this for the uniqueness of the pink. I thought that was cool. I was hoping it'd have a pink VHS, but nope. That's Strawberry Shortcake. Best pets yet. There was a local drug dealer in the 80s that's probably dead by now. His name was Shortcake. I thought it was the coolest. He had a jerry curl, 4-finger rings, and a donkey rope around his neck. I customized this. I slimed it out. I don't think I can get the sticker off without it like ripping, but I would slime out the whole thing. I could at least slime out the bottom. Saw this in theaters. I don't mean a re-release. I mean back in 1984. I had a new girl at my job ask me, "How old are you?" Like, just randomly. I was like, I'm at the age where I just like, I ain't saying it no more, dude. I'm just not gonna do it. I was like, why do you want to know? I ask everybody. I just looked at her like, no, I'm not playing this game, okay? How about we just worry about the job and get it done rather than feel like I'm on a date. It's what it feels like every time you're around a woman, you know? Just like, why are we having first date talks right now? This is on my watch list. Yo, rest in peace. Here's another customized tape. Can't have Superman without having Batman. You got Mask of the Phantasm, excuse me, Mask of the Phantasm. And you got Batman the Animated Series. I don't have enough of these. This is a recent find. These two are recent finds from this weekend at Alamany Flea Market. Had no idea there was a sequel to The Brave Little Toaster. The Brave Little Toaster is like an emotional movie. Surprises you. We got Sword in the Stone again. This is the Diamond Classic though. I think this is like a sultry movie. No, I have this on Laserdisc. This is a good movie. This is a very good movie. If you don't mind subtitles, it's a French flick. Great flick. I do have the slip sleeve of this, which is not easy to find. But here we go with Small Soldiers. A movie that could have been better, but I'm not a huge critic of films. I'm glad I get what I got. And I thought that movie was dope. Little Giants. Kind of movie I used to watch when I was a little giant. I wouldn't sit through this ever. Pippi Longstockings coming into your world. The freckle-faced redhead girl. Yeah, I used to watch that movie all the time when I was a little giant. I'm not really into war flicks or any of that stuff, but this was pretty cool. Video gems, War in the Sky. And I wish you guys could feel this. Actually, I think you can. Go ahead and feel it. It has a certain texture to it. It doesn't feel like the rest, like all plasticky. Even though this is plastic, it just has this feel. All right, we got Mystic Knights. I think they made action figures of this. I'm pretty sure. I used to follow this YouTube channel where these guys would take their action figures and go out to like wooded areas with creeks and stuff, and they would set up the Mystic Warriors. It was real dorky, like real dorky. But I liked it. I understood it. You know, they're entirely grown men playing with action figures out in the forest. Where the boys are. Wherever the girls are. We got Willy Wonka. I have this Laserdisc that I could give up, right? I could give that Laserdisc up. It's widescreen. It doesn't have the feels of the original Laserdisc release. That one has the vibes. I think it's open-matted. This looks like the most generic bootleg. Like, the fact that they got a Panthers on a clamshell is just like, what the hell? We got the little one, Little Mermaid with a controversial cover. I used to play the saxophone, a cardboard saxophone, back in third or fourth grade. I'm kidding. We did we performed the play of this movie back in third or fourth grade, and yeah, I played the saxophone. My mother was so proud of me. You played the saxophone so good. It really looked like you were playing the saxophone. Yeah, we practiced. We got Freddy the Frog. I say that like you're supposed to know who the hell Freddy the Frog is. I have no idea who Freddy the Frog is. Looks so generic. We got the Spirit of Mickey. We'll put that on the watch list. Along with Scooby-Doo. We got the Fox and the Hound. I had to pause for a moment because I'm like, do you got that on Laserdisc? I think you got it on Laserdisc. I like to have it on Laserdisc. I'm glad I have it on VHS. Yeah. Watch list. We got So Dear to My Heart. This is some hillbilly shit right here, man. Watch list. All right, so I just recently picked up Ichabod Crane without Mr. Toad, right? But here it is with Mr. Toad. But I'm finally glad I got Sleepy Hollow, on its own, because it's like they always put Mr. Toad before Sleepy Hollow. It's like I don't want to watch Mr. Toad. Like Halloween time, I don't want to watch Mr. Toad. Straight to Sleepy Hollow, man. But I was gonna buy Lips Are Sealed, right? But I got insecure and kind of like I didn't want the girl behind the counter to think I was a weirdo, so I passed on Lips Are Sealed. You know, I didn't want to get judged for being into Kate and Ashley Olsen. The original Barbie movie, Black Barbie. Great flick right here, man. Great flick. And I might have been in love with this girl when I was a kid. Actually, I'm sure I was. It's a girl from Dream a Little Dream, I believe. This is my niece's. This used to kick around my mom's house for at least 20 plus years until I finally was like, I'll add it to the collection. Even though I'm not a fan of Pocahontas, it just has a history of knocking around my mom's house that it's become part of the family. Inspector Gadget, part 2. This has weight to it. Captain Blood. Double feature. Where is it? Okay, I'm not going to find it. The Goonies. Captain Blood first, and then the Goonies second. My man, your man, Pinocchio. Princess Diaries. Filmed in San Francisco again. When I watch it, I recognize the locale. So you gotta have it. Can't get rid of it. We got Curse the Alley, rest in peace, and Toothless. We got Warriors of Virtue. I'd say the first 30 minutes of this movie, great. The Warriors are great. Once they get to the Virtue, I'm out. All right, we got Bernadette, the Prince of Lords. Must have been stoned when I got this. I had Panda Express for dinner last night. And other than the honey bun, the Big Texas I had for breakfast and the coffee, that's the only thing I've eaten. I'm low on energy right now. And as soon as this is over, I'm going to go get me some Hawaiian barbecue. Little Nemo. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. 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 Do-do-do-do-do-do. Right now. E.T. Great flick right here. The animation is pretty dope. I'd watch this back to back from here to Cool World. Tom and Jerry the movie. Watch list. Hansel and Gretel. It's that kooky live action Got the Brave Little Toaster. First one. Oh, hey, Wednesday is back. Wednesday. If you guys are fans, if you don't know, she's back. Did you guys have the cereal? I was out shopping with my mom, and I'm usually like, she guys want, you want anything? Every time I'm just like, nah, I'm good, I'm good. And then we walked down the cereal aisle, and Wednesday cereal was there. It was so good. It was cookies and cream. It was good. So a week later, when she went back shopping, I told her, can you pick me another box of Wednesday? She rolled her eyes. Ah, okay. Another copy of Babes. I had this sealed, and it still feels like fresh. Like no one's owned it but me. Page Master. This is like propaganda, right? I'm not, I'm not trying to critique the people who made this, but their idea how America was built is pure propaganda. They omitted a lot of information in this Schoolhouse Rock. All right, second to last but not least, we got Dennis the Menace. Woo! All right, here's the last clamshell. And there's some swag inside of it as well. The tape's right here. We have a 5th anniversary collector's edition Speed Racer. It's a comic book. It's a comic book, but the characters are far more stylized than the animation has ever been. So there's like a lot of like, I didn't know there was a whole bunch of books of Speed Racer. Comic books, that is. Now this is the more traditional Speed Racer. Animation. There's a pin. I guess it's a pin. I don't know what that is. And then this is the same image that's on the jacket. But if you wanted to have it on your wall, all right, that's it. Those are all my clamshells. Oh, I had more sealed copy VHSs. But I can't show you everything, man. Okay? I can't. You know? Because if I show you everything, if I get butt naked, right? Show you everything, show you my whole collection, you know, once the starlet drops her top, she's not as sexy, you know? Thanks for tuning in to the Black Basterd Video Podcast. Your host, Max Road.